6. So it is exactly 6:30. Good to have a working clock. All right, good evening and welcome to the regular meeting of Villa Park City Council. I hereby call the meeting to order. Steve, will you please call the roll?
Councilwoman Miles,
Present.
Jones,
Here.
Wright,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Freckleton.
Here. This is awesome to see a full room of great people. I understand, so I'm trying to bask this moment, and it's kind of scary. All right, so today I will ask two privates come up to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Private Fowland and Private Key.
I will be leading. All right, please put your right hand over your heart. Let's begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Well done. The Villa Park City Council and staff welcome you to this meeting, and we encourage your participation. If you wish to address the City Council, please complete and submit a speaker card to the City Clerk. Speaker cards can be found at the entrance to the City Council chambers. Speakers will be called up individually during the public comment section of the meeting or during the item they wish to speak on. Once the public comment period has concluded for an item, no additional speakers will be taken. Speakers will be limited to a time period of 5 minutes. Speakers were also able to submit comments in writing by 3 p.m. today. Those comments will be placed in the official record. So, now we have several presentations that we will present. The first one, I will ask the president of Rotary Club, Stephen Ashley, please come.
Good evening, and thank you to the City Council for recognizing the Villa Park Rotary Club. Next slide. The Rotary four-way test is what we subscribe to every day. Rotary is a non-political, non-religious international service organization. It was founded in February 1905 in Chicago by Paul Harris, and currently we have 1.4 million members internationally. Our primary mission is service above self. Next slide. The Rotary Club of Villa Park was founded on March 26, 1996, so we will be 30 years old on Thursday. We had 24 initial charter members. We still have 5 that are members of the club. 3 are with us here tonight. Bill Baker, Pam Dunn, Jay Lieberman, and Leslie Giacobbe and Jill Cooley could not be with us tonight. Jay Lieberman was the first president. Currently, we have 55 members. We just added 3 last week. One is with us here tonight. Mike Santa Clemens. We may be the only club in our district with 3 Santas in the club. Bill Baker, Eric Sentz, who do the Santa Parade, and Mike, who does about 30 events in the holiday season with different nonprofits. Next slide. We separate our service into 3 different categories: international, community, and vocational and youth. I'm not going to give you a laundry list of all of our projects tonight, but instead we're going to focus on a few so you can see the depth and breadth of what we do. Internationally, Rotary has led the fight against polio. We have invested $2.9 billion of funds from the Rotary Foundation, plus additional funds from the Gates Foundation and several governments to try to eradicate polio. There are two countries where we have not been successful, Pakistan and Afghanistan. In those two countries, there's roughly 100 cases annually, which is about half of the total cases in the entire world. Locally, our club has worked with other clubs, both internationally and locally, to build a water project in Caborca, Mexico, to bring needed medical technology to Cairo, Egypt, and to bring literacy to Guatemala. Next slide. On a community side, we do a number of different things. We serve dinner at the Ronald McDonald House. We recently served dinner to roughly 100 unhoused individuals through Project Phano, and we distributed pet food for approximately 1,200 pets with the OC Animal Care. Next slide. In addition, 3 days a week, we go down to, several of us, including Councilman Frackleton, go down to the senior center in Orange and put the packs together for Meals on Wheels. Collectively, we have packed over 100,000 meals. In the next month or so, we've got two projects coming up, the Friendly Center, where we're rebuilding their kitchen, and the Waymakers, where we're doing a garden refurbishment. Next slide. In support of our future, our youth, we support Scout Troop 850, the Villa Park Elementary Little League, and the upcoming pancake breakfast at Villa Park High School. We participate in the Rotary Youth Leadership, which is the RYLA program in the upper left, the teacher grants, and then mock trial. In addition, we support the Interact Club at Villa Park High School, and one of the young ladies who was with Interact last year is now building a Rotaract Club at Santiago Canyon College. Next slide. We fund all of our work through the fireworks sales that are held here in Town Center. This year, we will start selling fireworks on Tuesday, June 30th, concluding on July 4th. We meet in this room every Thursday morning at 7:15 for breakfast. We enjoy the fellowship of our members. We sing songs, often led by Councilman McBride. We have informative and inspiring speakers, and we get out the door by 8:30. Please come join us. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the introduction of Rotary Club of Villa Park. We have several proclamations for you. I would ask the representative from Congresswoman Young Kim's office come up.
Evening. Place this here. Good evening, Villa Park community members. I'm here today on behalf of Congresswoman Young Kim to present this Congressional Certificate of Recognition in honor of your 30-year anniversary. On behalf of Congresswoman Young Kim, I would like to thank you for representing the true spirit of public service through bringing people together, through organizing community service events, and through representing the best of public service. Thank you so much for your contributions to Villa Park community, and congratulations, and we wish you the best. Thank you.
We ask Pat. Sorry, Pat. Pat. Hold on. Pat, hold on. Sorry, I forgot. Newton from Philip Chen's office. Sorry about that.
No. That's proper.
Yeah, I had to do that. Sorry.
Sorry, I got to cheat. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for having me here tonight. My name is Newton Viancu. I'm a field representative here on behalf of Assembly Member Philip Chen. And I just want to say what an incredible honor it is to be here tonight to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Villa Park's Rotary Club. For 3 decades, the Rotary Club has been instrumental in the growth and prosperity of Villa Park. And I think your guys' motto, service above self, is truly embodied in your selflessness, your dedication, and the work that you guys do throughout the community. It is our privilege and honor to recognize this date, or I guess it's a happy early 30th birthday, huh? Yeah. But March 26th as the 30th anniversary of the Villa Parks Rotary Club. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, Pat, is all yours.
Now I can adjust this too. You know, I know all of you in here already know me. But I will say, I'm Pat Buttress. I am the field representative for Orange County Supervisor Don Wagner. And both Don and I have come to your club over the years that I've been with him, which is now 7 years. And we are so proud of what you do. I know I'm at the rivalry, one of those other clubs over that way. But we all have had wonderful times giving community service, and that's what we're all about. And I am always so impressed with Villa Park and the beautiful things that you do. We thank you very much for making this community the beautiful community that it is, because every single one of you put your heart and soul into it, and we know it. So congratulations on your 30th anniversary. I think that other one that I belong to is at 103. And no, I was not there when it started.
I didn't say that.
No, but Don wanted you to have this as a really nice proclamation so that you'll know how proud we are.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Well, City of Villa Park also present you a proclamation. I know it's a lot smaller than those, but this is very meaningful because you are homegrown Villa Park. So if I could ask all the Rotarian come up, let's take a group picture, including the 3 representatives from the various offices.
Oh, boy.
You want me to get out of your way? Let them go first.
And you know, we have one of the only father and son teams in here. Mark, his dad was one of the founding members.
Wow, very cool. All right, ladies, this one's for you. Big group.
Every angle.
Okay.
Get low.
Figure it out. Pick one out. Pick a couple of them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Rotarian.
What?
Yeah, don't leave yet. Have a seat. Come on. Don't leave me alone yet. You may dismiss when I ask you. Have a seat.
Whatever you say, Mr. Mayor.
No, thank you. All right. I really appreciate you guys stick around just a bit longer. And I was just informed by my fellow council member Kelly. There's another fun fact that forgot to mention. So go ahead.
Barry Dennis is not only a charter member, but was a president of Rotary too. So acknowledge.
Oh, former mayor, Marine, the title just continue on. But the most importantly, he lived in Villa Park and he's a great Rotarian. So I asked everybody to stay just a bit longer is because I would like all of you to celebrate a special person in the room with all of us. This young lady, Pam Don. She is being recognized by Senator Choi's office to be 2026 Woman of Distinction.
Yes.
This Thursday night at City Hall of Orange, not here, City of Orange. However, since I have prior arrangement to celebrate my daughter's cheer banquet, I won't be able to be there with you to celebrate. So I figure, why not celebrate here? Right, Pam? So if I could have you come up. Pam, your involvement in Villa Park is vast. So I'm gonna try my best. I wish all of you can please forgive my wonderful Taiwanese accent. I'm gonna do my best. We have prepared a Villa Park proclamation, and I would like to take a moment to read it so everybody knows what you have done for all of us. Would that be all right with you?
It's fine. I have no clue. So go ahead.
All right, good. I love it. In celebration of Pam Don's recognition as Senator Choi's 2026 Woman of Distinction, whereas Pam Don, a longtime Villa Park resident, has demonstrated a strong commitment to volunteerism, civic engagement, and community leadership. And whereas, as a founder of Mulberry Street Mortgage, Pam has built a respected career helping individuals and families achieve financial stability through home ownership. And whereas Pam Don has dedicated many years to supporting education through her work with Villa Park High School, including service on the PFSO board, legislation coalition, and organizing senior grad night events. And whereas Pam Don is a charter member and vice president of Rotary Club of Villa Park and a longtime member of the Villa Park Women's League, contributing to numerous charitable and service organizations throughout Orange County. It is. I mean, the list goes on. I'm not even halfway. Whereas her civic involvement includes supporting local elections, serving on nonprofit boards, encouraging residents to actively participate in their community, and advancing community initiatives. And whereas Pam Don has been recognized for her service with multiple honors, including Distinguished Citizen of the Month, Grand Marshal of the Villa Park Dryland Boat Parade, and the Villa Park Women's League Circle Friendship Award, and the Community Service Award, all tributes to her outstanding civic involvement and community spirit. And now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the City Council of the City of Villa Park hereby recognize and celebrates Pam Don on being named Senator Choi's 2026 Woman of Distinction, and thanks her for her continued dedication to the community.
Well, I now know why Maureen kept looking at all the albums and paperwork, and I thought about a month ago, or whatever it was, I thought she was trying to write my obituary. And so I kept thinking, so that's what you were up to all that time. So it had to be all of that. So sorry to take you through that long period of time, but all I can say is John Valentine here? No. John Valentine had the perfect statement last week at Villa Park Rotary. He said, "Are you sure, Pam, you're the woman of distinction? Maybe they meant woman of extinction." So we made him pay $2 for that, or I actually paid him to say it, and then he got called out and had to spin the wheel, which is our form of punishment in Rotary. So he didn't get by with that. But I can't thank you enough. It's a wonderful honor. I'm quite touched. I can't believe you had to read all that. But let's see, the woman of distinction, I think I can take 60% of this year to feel like a distinctive anyone. I'll never make it to 100% because you guys know me too well. So thank you again. That was very sweet.
Absolutely. Thank you, Pam. Could I ask Sergey?
Oh, all right. What would you like? Oh, wait, there's more. Oh, my goodness.
See, this is why I asked all of you to
I
stay.
promise to keep it brief. Good evening, Ms. Palmion. Once again, I'm here on behalf of Congresswoman Young Kim. As we celebrate Women's History of Month, it is my honor to present to you this Congressional Certificate of Recognition in honor for all the contributions and help that you have given to the city of Villa Park. Thank you for serving to the city of Villa Park such diligently and so powerfully. We appreciate all that you have done for our city. Congratulations, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you soon.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. I thought I was supposed to say something like "I do" or something. It sounded. Thank you very much. We finished? Oh
No.
There's more.
All right. So
Wow, that's even framed. Whoa, that's.
we try our best, I have to make up for the speech somehow. And with the list of accolades so long, I had to jot down some notes so I didn't miss anything. But in addition to recognizing the 30th anniversary of the Rotary Club, we would also like to recognize you for your outstanding dedication and service to the community as a longtime Villa Park resident. Ms. Dunn, your volunteerism and civic involvement is a testament to your love for the city of Villa Park. From helping people attain financial stability through Mulberry Street Mortgage to working with Villa Park High School, your list of accolades is awe-inspiring. It is with great honor that I get to present this certificate recognizing your value and impact that you have had in this city. Thank you.
Thank you.
I tried my best. Thank you. Congratulations.
Oh, there's Pat.
There's Pat.
Now, when Supervisor Wagner heard about this, he wasn't going to let you get by without having a certificate from him.
Tried. I didn't know.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm not going through it all because Jordan Mayor did a great job. And I'm not going to go through it all because I've known you for so many years. I could list even more. You are a fabulous asset to the city of Villa Park. I don't know how we would be without you. And as a personal friend, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for the inspiration you've given me over the years to do what I do too. So thank you very much. And again, on behalf of Orange County Supervisor, it's not framed, but I figured you were running out of wall space. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Well, might not know this, but Pat and I were in the same town going to university and college, and we didn't know each other back then.
Yeah.
But we were
Same age.
same town, and it was Larry Dick's city at Columbia, Missouri. So she was from California, I was from Missouri, and all that time, 4 years, we never met each other. But we did all those years later, so
We did.
it's been fun.
Sing the song. Let's hear the alma mater.
Da 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 da. No, I won't do it. I won't do it. So thank you very much. This is truly a lot of gratitude and a lot of fun here. I've had years here, and I've always had fun doing it. And all of you in this room just has made it extra special. So thank you all for coming out. I now know why these people are here. You know, I thought, what are they doing here? So anyway, now it explains it, but it's makes my heart jump here. So thank you again. We'll conclude this, and I don't know how I've forgotten half those things. So thank you anyway. We will see you later.
We definitely will conclude with a picture. So Pam and Pam's family, please come up. Let's have a picture. And I'm so happy that we surprised you.
Yeah.
Get up there.
Go in front of you. Stand in front of you. She want to hold it? Okay. Okay. Maureen, get in. Yeah.
How are you?
That was a great fun celebrating. Thank you so much for staying. Really appreciate it. I know where you guys will celebrate, so hopefully we can finish early and join you all. If you guys can stay, because we're gonna have two young Marine talk after. All right, if I could have next person up would be the Sheriff Department Captain.
Good evening, council members, Mr. Mayor. I'm reporting the incident summary from February 18th to March 19th. The total reported incidents to that time frame was 307. It's up quite a bit, and that number only climbed because of some proactive police work as far as traffic stops and patrol checks that our deputies made. There's 23 total reports. 2 were crimes against persons, 10 were crimes against property or society. There were no traffic accidents. 43 moving citations, and 29 parking citations, again, up just because of some proactive police work. Some of the notable crimes were stolen vehicle, annoying phone calls. Sure.
I just want to make sure people streaming or later watch online can hear all your report and stats.
Absolutely.
So I understand everybody is in a celebration move. So okay, now
Would you like me
doors
to
are
repeat
closed.
anything, or are we good? So some of the notable crimes that occurred: stolen vehicle, annoying phone calls report, a couple residential burglaries, theft from a commercial property, violation of a court order, identity theft. There was a narcotics violation that was actually during a traffic stop. Again, proactive police work by one of our deputies actually recovered a significant amount of narcotics during that stop, so it was good. A grand theft from a vehicle, and check fraud. There was also an assault involving juveniles and a domestic violence incident. I'd also like to speak about our Hero Supporting Heroes event at Rockwell's that we had on March 10th. It turned out really great. I'd like to thank the ownership and the staff at Rockwell's. They were very patient with us, and it turned out to be a really great time. I'd also like to thank the council members and the community who honestly really showed up. The community members really showed up. In fact, in those types of events that Special Olympics usually have, they expect to make like around $1,000 to $2,000. We were able to raise over $5,500. So a huge showing by the community. It was awesome. I'd also like to thank Orange County Fire Authority for coming out and helping us out with that as well. And the owner, I forgot her name, but the owner of the beauty supply store right next to Rockwell, she actually joined in and participated in the event as well. Also, we had a etching event on March 21st at Villa Park High School, which turned out really well. We etched, basically it's a laser etching machine that etched serial numbers into car parts, and we etched about 42 tailgates for trucks, which help us out significantly during investigations. These tailgates of trucks are stolen pretty frequently, and if they have a serial number on them, it's much easier for us to track them down. And if we find them, it's much easier for us to make that arrest and then, the prosecution later. So that's all I have to report. Are there any questions?
Council member, any questions?
So, big jump on total reported incidents. And then if you look down on the second page, patrol check being number one, traffic stop, which is obvious what that is, vacation check.
Mm-hmm.
What is patrol check versus vacation check?
So patrol checks are just essentially checking an area. So intersection, whatever, the shopping center, whatever may have a potential, say we had a residential burglary in the area recently. It's just our deputies going out there proactively without a call for service, just going out there and patrol checking the area. Exactly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
So, and I did see them at Loma and Canyon, Loma and Valley, which is an intersection that people run all the time, and he was picking people off left and right. So hopefully they slow down and stop.
Yep.
Great. Any other comments or questions? No?
All right.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you again.
OCFA?
All right. Good morning, Mayor, City Council members, and City Manager. On behalf of Orange County Fire Authority, I'd like to provide a brief update of our recent activity and the continued efforts in the City of Villa Park. Since the last council meeting on February 24th, OCFA has responded to a total of 50 incidents within the city. The majority of these calls, 22 of which were for medical aid services, reflecting the continued demand for emergency services in the community. We also responded to one fire-related incident as well as 27 miscellaneous calls, which included odor investigations, hazardous conditions, and automatic alarms. These numbers are consistent with the service levels we expect in the community of Villa Park and demonstrate the readiness across a wide range of emergency responses. Beyond these emergency responses, we remain committed to proactive community engagement. On March 30th, our fire personnel from Fire Station 23, along with the community educator Dean Felch, participated in a Villa Park Elementary School's Career Day. This event gave students an opportunity to learn about fire safety, interact with the firefighters, and gain a better understanding of the role we play in keeping the community safe. These engagements are critical in building trust, as well as educating that next generation. I also want to take a moment to highlight an important safety message. Cooking remains the leading cause of home fires and injuries and fire-related deaths in Orange County. Simple actions such as staying attentive while cooking, keeping flammable materials away from the stove, and knowing how to respond to a grease fire can significantly reduce risk. We strongly encourage the residents to remain vigilant in the kitchen and to prioritize fire safety at home. In closing, OCFA remains committed to providing the highest level of service, emergency response, and community outreach to the residents of Villa Park. We appreciate your continued support and partnership, and thank you, and I'm happy to answer any additional questions you may have.
Thank you, Council Member. Go ahead.
I just would like to have you pass along our thanks to Brett Cowdell and the rest of your staff who they were so accommodating to us at the OCFA open house, and it was just great to get the tour around and hear all about your emerging technology. We just learned so much about all of your early detection systems, the use of cameras, the use of drones, and it was very exciting to have it all out there. And I know that the kids who attended were just thrilled. So thank you so much for putting that event on, and I just want to pass along our thanks for that.
I most certainly will. Thank you very much. Any other questions?
All right.
Thank you.
And at this moment, I just would like to thank both your departments to participate Hero to Hero, and to hear you raise $5,500, and that's phenomenal. Thank you so much, and we certainly have a great time eating there and seeing all of your firefighter and deputies working. Thank you so much. At this time, we will hear comments from members of the public to address any off-agenda items within the subject matter jurisdiction of the council, provided that no action may be taken on off-agenda items unless authorized by law. We will also be hearing public comments on each agenda items. Steve, is there anyone that is present or wrote in from the public that would like to comment on an off-agenda item?
Yes, we have a request from the MCAS Tustin Young Marines to speak.
Hello, my name is Chrissy Thomas. I'm with the MCAS Tustin Young Marines. We're a 501c3 nonprofit organization. I am here to introduce our two young Marines. They're going to introduce our organization. We're fundraising for our Operation 250 to see DC this year.
Good evening. My name is Young Marine Private Fallon.
And I'm Young Marine Private Key.
I'm a proud product of Villa Park Elementary, and the city of Villa Park has always been very close to my heart. And this is why it is my honor to be presenting to you the MCAS Tustin Young Marines here today. The Young Marines is a leadership program for boys and girls from ages 8 to the end of high school, and it leans on the 3 pillars of leadership, discipline, and teamwork. The Young Marines also teaches military lifestyle, physical fitness, and how to live a drug-free and healthy life. Through rigorous recruit training and ongoing training, such as drills, participants learn the Young Marine obligation, which emphasizes leading by example and living with integrity. In a world full of distractions, the MCAS Tustin unit instills the Marine Corps' fundamental values: honor, courage, and commitment. By embracing these values, along with the core principles of our programs, participants can achieve success in anything.
Leadership is not merely a title. It is the self-discipline to do what is right, even when no one is watching. The MCAS Tustin unit exemplifies service in action. Through our involvement, we have passed our recruit cycle and have been attending many events for the Young Marines. The Young Marines often do cross-unit drills as well. They are one of our favorite things to do because we have met fellow Young Marines from other units with whom we have made connections. However, we do not just take. We also give back by performing in color guards and marching in holiday parades.
Also, as the official youth drug prevention program of the United States Marine Corps, the MCAS Tustin Young Marines also promote a healthy, drug-free lifestyle among their peers. They are not just youth. They are the responsible American citizens that our future will require. Villa Park serves as an ideal training ground for these young leaders. The city's facilities are quintessential for practicing teamwork, physical fitness, and endurance.
There is a direct link between this program and Villa Park's commitment to helping youth become the leaders of tomorrow. The accountability and discipline learned at MCAS Tustin are the same traits that drive local businesses to thrive. Whether it's a small startup or a global headquarters, Villa Park succeeds because it prioritizes excellence at every level, from business development programs to youth initiatives. It is one of the best cities in Orange County for pursuing innovation and enjoying a fulfilling lifestyle thanks to its investment in people.
By supporting our unit of the MCAS Tustin Young Marines, you ensure that the future leaders of the community are prepared and ready to lead their people.
Thank you for being part of a city that values the same things as we do.
Semper Fidelis.
Semper Fidelis.
We have no other speakers.
Thank you for that. Great work to Young Marines. I understand public speaking is probably very nervous for you guys, but you guys did great. Thank you for your information for all of us. Would you like us to come and take a photo with you guys?
I'll let Victoria take it. She's better. She's way better.
Now we will move into our agendized public hearings. Our first hearing is review to waive reading in full of all ordinances and resolutions on the agenda. I will now open the hearing. Staff, please give the staff report.
Thank you, Mayor. This is a item we have every month to conduct more efficient city council meetings, which allows us to waive the reading in full of ordinances, resolution, and meeting minutes. So with that, we'd recommend approval.
Council, do you have any questions?
I don't. I'll go ahead and move it.
No.
Second.
All right, let's vote.
Passes by a vote of 5-0. Thank you.
Now we will consider our consent calendar. All items on the consent calendar are considered routine and are usually enacted by one motion approving the recommended action listed on the agenda. Any member of the city council, staff, or the public may request an item be removed from the consent calendar for discussion or separate action. Council members, are there any items from number 2 to 3 that you would like to remove from the consent calendar?
I'd like to remove 4. Oh, that's all. Wait, nope, consent's only 1 and 2, right?
2 and 3.
2 and 3. Never mind.
Okay. All right. Then, do I have a motion to vote?
So moved.
Second.
All right, let's vote.
This passes by a 5-0 vote. Thank you very much.
All right. Our first item of business is the approval of maintaining the temporary rubberized speed bumps on James Road as the permanent installation. Staff, please give the staff report.
Thank you, Mayor. As you recall, last February, the council approved the installation of 2 temporary speed humps on James Road, basically to address the school traffic drop-off and pickup that's occurring every day there and during the school year. So we installed it. It was probably May by the time they both got permanently installed. And as part of the direction, the council asked us to return and ask the members of the residents what they thought and how it was working. So we did 2 things. We actually did a speed survey, and then we sent out a resident survey to 16 residents. The speed survey did, in fact, come back showing, and it's indicated in the staff report, that there's a speed reduction there that has occurred. And secondly, the 16 people, residents, 10 of them responded favorably, and that's all the responses we received. We didn't receive any negative. All of them requesting that those temporary rubberized speed humps be left there as a permanent installation. This will not change anything that shows right now. It just leaves them there as is. So with that, we are recommending that the temporary speed humps become permanent, and we are asking for City Council approval.
Council member, do you have any questions of staff?
I have one. So I just wanted to say I love this because it was organized at the community level on James and Charter. And I love that we responded to the needs of that community. So I was going to pull that just to say that, but my thing printed funny. But my question is, and I know it might be in here, but I just couldn't find it. And if you could just remind me, when was the what was the time period the speed study was done?
This was done during the fall.
But I mean, like time of day.
Oh, it was done in the morning and afternoon. We did it
Okay,
the
so it
morning
was
and
during the
afternoon
drop-off
drop-offs, yes.
Okay, all right. Perfect, thank you.
I just have a couple questions. So, what is the city anticipating as the cost of maintaining these?
There is no cost. They're installed and they'll leave as is, so.
But I assume that over time that they'll deteriorate. And so then is there any expense? Would it just be then the cost of replacing them?
It would be the cost of replacement, and they're very thick and durable. If you see them, they're pretty solid,
Right.
Rubberized things. So I can't imagine with the volume of traffic that it'll be years before they'd have to be addressed. And they're solidly mounted, which is a key, and I know Councilman McBride asked about that. That's the important thing, so they don't wiggle and move. We'll continue to monitor them, but I think they're in pretty solid and they're pretty durable. So we got a very high quality product that we put installed, and I don't think there's going to be much of a problem based on the volume we're seeing. Probably 3 to 5 years before we see anything that we would have to potentially replace.
Okay, so we would have a
And they're
notation.
individual panels, so they're grouped. There's not like one long bar. It's panels that are installed, so those can be replaced, and so we can take care of that.
Right, but even though they're high quality, I know that they were still intended to be temporary speed bumps, so I was just wondering what we were expecting as far as the longevity. And then over time, say 5 years from now, they're deteriorating.
Right.
Would we then be looking at replacing them with like asphalt speed bumps, or would we?
No, I think we wanted that's one of the comments we received. They like the rubberized version because they weren't the traditional asphalt over speed, and it's referred to as temporary because they're not asphalt they're
Right.
screwed into the ground, so they can be removed. They could have been removed at any given time. So that's why we did it that way. We didn't try and put on an asphalt or something along those lines. But yeah, we would at that time evaluate whether it is still, a lot of changes happen, 3 to 5 years, we'll see. But I think at that point, we'd again contact the residents and see what their thoughts are. And as far as the product itself, there'll be other versions of materials that come out. But we've got a good quality product. I'm pretty satisfied with what we've got there.
Okay, great. Yeah, I just had questions on the life expectancy of these speed bumps, so thank you.
If I may, my company has installed those, Nicole, or I should say, Council Member Nicole Jones. Yeah, and we've seen 5 to 10 years out of this exact type of a rubber thing. It's really about the color change of the yellow stripes would be the biggest complaint. Most of ours are in parking structures, admittedly, but they get almost more traffic than a city street in that respect. So I think that that's it. And if you need to improve them, it would be all the anchoring method. And you can also epoxy them down with the anchors that might give you an extended life. So if it's decided that they're permanent and going to stay, then those would be the things that would be done sometime 3 to 5 years from now. I think you'll see 5 to 10.
Yeah, I was just going to say, the community organizer is in the audience. I was going to see if maybe we wanted to hear from him.
Any other question from the council members? All right, Steve, is there anyone who is present or wrote in from the public that would like to comment on this item?
No, we're very comfortable. We don't have any other comments.
Okay. Any audience? No? Okay, great. All right.
Move to approve.
All right, do I hear a second? Second. All right, let's vote.
Passes by a 5-0 vote. Thank you. Yep.
All right, our next item of new business is approval of the Fifth Amendment to the employment contract between the city and the city manager.
I'll take that one, Mayor.
Absolutely, please. Thank you.
So, City Manager Steve Franks, to my right, serves pursuant to an employment agreement between him and the city. Last month, the City Council conducted a performance review, and it was stellar. As a result of that, the mayor met with Steve and discussed if there wanted to be any changes on either party's side to the contract. And all the city manager requested was an extension of the term. So what this agreement does is extend the agreement for 3 more years from an expiration of next spring up until March 15th, 2030. With that, there are no other changes to the agreement, and staff recommends approval. I'm available for questions.
Council member, do you have any question of staff?
Just a comment.
Go ahead.
Just want to say how lucky we are as a city to have Steve. I think we expressed that. And I'm glad to see that you're willing to extend it. And, you know, a lot of cities have issues with their budgets or with staff, and being on council 8 years, I just want to say it's awesome to have you. You run the city as if you lived here, and you don't, but you'd never know because you treat it like you do. So I really appreciate that.
And I concur with Councilmember Miles. This is fantastic for us. For those of you who, most of you don't know what Steve does in the background, but he does quite a bit. We had an instance where our fire station had some property issues. There were 3 parcels in front of the fire station that were actually owned by the county still, and were not in OCFA's hands, and it was holding us back from doing the remodel and rebuild of that station. And I asked Steve about it, and within 5 minutes, he had the right people at the county on it, and by the next day, it was resolved. He is a tremendous resource to this city. His experience at the county for so many years that he brought here, the fact that he's willing to do it probably for less than competitively should be paid. We appreciate that as well, and he's kept us with some excellent staff members and kept us solvent. So thank you very much, Steve, and thanks for sticking around.
Yes, I think we could just go down the line and sing Steve's praises. So I'll just keep it brief, but we really are so lucky to have you. Your demeanor with the residents, you always lend your ear whenever anyone has a problem, and always solving it as quickly as you can. And we just really appreciate everything you do for us, and what a tremendous resource you are for our city. So thank you.
He's the best. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it.
All right, I'm very happy that you extend your employment with us until 2030. So thank you. You are great. So I highly encourage every residents if come and chat with you if you have any issue with our city. Steve will definitely figure it out. Besides that,
Move to approve.
Second.
thank you.
Passes by a vote of 5-0. Thank you.
All right, we got him until 2030. All right. Our next item of new business is the approval of the First Amendment with NV5 for the addition of grading, review, and inspection support services. Staff, please give staff report.
Thank you. As you're aware, we contract with NV5 for current engineering services, which include grading, hydraulics review, grading inspections, engineering reports, et cetera, and plan check. As part of that, we have a number of projects that continue that are rising. Several are one in process and one soon to be in process when we can get it on Mesa at some point. It's going to be moving forward. But we're basically have been a one-man show, and in order to ensure that we have adequate backup and competent backup as needed, and not just that, but able to meet the demand, and there are, just a fair warning, 7 CUPs and variances coming within the next couple months. So there's a lot of reviews and efforts going on. So we are, in light of that, to get additional expertise on board as we need it, we're recommending that we bring this on. This is an as-needed contract, and all we've been doing here is establishing the sort of an on-call basis and a dollar rate that they'll charge us per hour. So that's basically, it is a non-commitment of monies at this point and only be used as needed. But we, like I say, we do have a number of projects in process and moving forward. And in order to make sure that we provide quality and continue to do so, I would recommend approval.
Council member, do you have any questions of staff?
I have one.
Go ahead.
The attached resumes or whatever, I guess. Are these all the ones that are available to us, and do we pick them, or is this just we get assigned one of these?
These are the 3 that will be available, and we'll contact them, and depending on who's busy
Okay.
at the time, one of the 3. That's why there are 3 listed. So all 3 are qualified. We asked for it. I didn't want just one. I wanted to be able to say,
Okay.
Look, if one's busy, I've got
Sure.
the opportunities, that whatever. And they'll basically be assigned based on their availability, given their current workload.
Very impressive. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Any other go ahead.
So I concur, Steve, that one civil engineer cannot possibly keep up with this. It's a complex field that has obviously has specialists that are highly qualified, and I agree with the Councilman Miles that the team that they show has these type of credentials that's going to be important. We're located in the foothills. There's a lot of drainage. We've changed the topography in a lot of different ways. Our houses are getting larger. They're building retaining walls and all of the rest, and it comes with this type of issue that can, cause runoff damage, et cetera, and be a liability for this city. So I think it's money well spent, and it'll ensure that potential litigation by multiple parties aren't affecting our budgets in a much, much more significant way. So I think that I'm strongly in favor of it, and I think that you've selected a great team with NV5 to be a part of our bag of tricks.
Any other question from the council?
I'll make a motion.
And I'll second.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Steve, is there anyone who is present or wrote in from the public that would like to comment on this item?
We did receive a letter, which I shared with you, from Catherine McBride, and that was dated March 23rd, which was in favor of the city conducting additional reviews with experts. So she was supportive of the contract, as I read it, and I think I shared with all of you. And for the record, it's in the files, for the record.
Okay, thank you. Any other question? Otherwise, can I hear a motion?
So moved.
Passes by a 5-0 vote. Thank you.
All right, we are zooming right along. Now we will discuss the city manager report.
Thank you, Mayor. This is an informational item, but probably the biggest informational item that I can share with you is that the hauling that we talked about will begin on March 30th, this coming Monday. So with that in mind, D.R. Horton has a number of things I think I reported, but just for the sake of documenting it, they did provide us a surety bond regarding the position, the pavement condition, regarding pavement price. And so you know, we also did a PCI study on that. So we took pictures and we know exactly what the status is beforehand. They also gave us $5,000, or was it $5,000, I believe, for cleanup, and they are doing street sweeping every day. They also have a crossing guard that has started on the intersection of Villa Park Road and Center, and will only be there during school hours. So you will not see it when they're on school break. So when Orange Unified goes on school break, they won't be there, but they've all been brought on board. So I think that we have done what we can, but I would again, please, any resident that notices things, people driving erratically, dirt coming off of trucks, things like that, please report them to us, because we do have a recourse, and Orange has set up an app that I can report on 24 hours a day. So please don't hesitate to call if there is any problem. But again, there will be heavier traffic. These are the big trucks, and they will start on March 30th. It's been reported to us. Now, the good news is, if there is any good news, because we charged them for a transportation fee, after some discussion, Todd was very instrumental in that, there's about $42,000 that they'll be paying us as a result of that. They've been able to shorten their estimated time frame from 6 to 4 months. So the good news is it's 2 months, but we'll see what happens. It remains to be seen, but again, please report anything that you can that appears irregular or whatever. I know the sheriff's going to have extra patrol on the streets as well to make sure that the trucks are abiding by all the rules of the road, and we'll report if we have anything of substance to report.
Thank you for your report. All right, now we are moving right along. Now it is time for council member meetings, attendance reports, starting with Law Enforcement Advisory.
No meeting.
Next, Villa Park Community Services Foundation.
I actually missed the board meeting. Kelly, were you there for the last foundation meeting? We have a meeting tomorrow. Everyone should come here tomorrow at 5:30 for our foundation meeting right here.
I believe Councilwoman Jones was there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I was there, but I'm not technically the reporter. I was, just there as a resident. But just as a quick thing, USA 250 celebration plans are well underway. Please mark your calendars for the morning of the July 4th, because there will be a huge community celebration. We are planning to have it go no later than 2 p.m. so that everyone can get to their other, evening commitments. But planning is well underway, and the foundation is very excited about all the plans to come. So that was the bulk of the meeting discussion.
And I know the biggest event that took place since our last council meeting was the Lunar New Year, but I'm going to let our mayor talk about that because he did an outstanding job with the Lunar New Year. It was really well attended and a lot of fun.
Thank you for that. You want me to talk about it now?
Sure, why not?
Okay. It was a lot of fun. It was the 6 years that we celebrate Lunar New Year in our tiny town of Villa Park. It was the most well-attended event compared to years in the past. We have new performance this past year. Even one of our residents shared with us playing Chinese gizzard. And she lived in Villa Park, and another Villa Park residents passed out little keychain that is handmade with horse. That item was so popular that rang out super fast. I have to say no to all the disappointed kids. Outside of that, and also another interesting thing I have to mention is this year we have all-female lion dance for the lunar celebration, and two other newly added acts one is a K-pop dancers that was quite popular. Second one is the Vietnamese Student Association from Villa Park High School, the girls did the fan dance. And of course, outside of that, our North Orange County Chinese school that utilized Villa Park High School facility to teach Chinese every Saturday morning. All their students were out participating, performing, especially the little kids. Has a little bit stage fright, but the teacher calmed them down, walked them through how to perform. So everybody had a good time. I really appreciate all the participation from the council member and the residents. So it was a fantastic Lunar New Year celebration. Thank you. The next person would be OUSD.
No meeting?
Okay, Bridges.
No meeting.
Well, I like this. We might go out early. Okay, OCFA.
No, I got lots of stuff. Sorry.
Oh, man.
February 26th, we had our OCFA board meeting. We have our meeting again this Thursday. It takes place on Jamboree at the big headquarters if you ever want to come and see what a OCFA board meeting looks like. The biggest news from the last board meeting is that TJ McGovern, formerly our deputy chief, has accepted the role as interim fire chief. And that is a great thing for our community. He is an outstanding chief, an outstanding firefighter, and is originally from the Garden Grove department, and then came over to OCFA a decade or more ago, and is a really great guy. Steve Franks and I met with our division chief, who serves Villa Park, Mike Morgenstern, and Chief Jim Ruane, and Julie from their real estate department to talk about the fact that our fire station is going to be hopefully rebuilt in the next 3 to 5 years. And it's originally was going to be a remodel. It's now going to be a rebuild from the ground up, because they're also going to add, we hope, we think, it's going to be the backup emergency communication center for the entire county. So right now, the primary ECC, as it's known, is in the OCFA headquarters on Jamboree, but because we have fiber optic running along Villa Park Road, Santiago Canyon Road, that's a different carrier than the one on Jamboree. It's a good site, and we have the space for it. It's a good site to be the backup. So if the primary was ever to go down, then it would be all dispatched right here from Villa Park. The OCFA open house was on March 14th, and it was really, really fun and outstanding. Great event. I took my 10-year-old nephew, and I said, we went in the helicopter, and we went in the fire engine, and we watched the dogs that do find people who are still alive under rubble during a urban search and rescue situation, as well as the dog that finds the people who didn't make it. And that show was great. And so I asked my nephew, do you want to be a firefighter? And he said no, but he wants to own those dogs. So, but that was great. And then the heroes at Rockwell's, really, really terrific. The fundraiser for the Special Olympics, and the guys from Engine 23 did a great job, and the deputies did a great job. So thank you for putting that on. And then the last thing was the opening of the California Fire Museum this last Saturday. Full disclosure, I have my fire engine there, so I'm completely invested in California Fire Museum, but I'm going to sing its praises. Go there every Saturday. It's going to be open. It's free admission. There is a horse-drawn fire apparatus from the 1880s, mine from the 20s, one from the 40s, one from the 50s, and several from the 70s and 80s, and you get to see how fire apparatus has changed over time. You get to see it, touch it, feel it. The Young Marines, you guys would love it. Come check it out. And it's also a learning center, so it's not just a museum. The OCFA trailer is there that recreates an earthquake. It recreates, and it actually fills with smoke, so you can practice getting out of your home. If, God forbid, you have a fire in your home. Several other things that happen in that trailer that I can't remember. Anyway, it's a great learning experience, and so they're going to invite young kids, elementary schools, to come do field trips there so that people can learn. But bring your family on a Saturday and check it out. It's really a great museum, and all the old-timer firefighters who run it are a great group of guys. A lot of former Orange County Fire Authority, former City of Orange, and one from 23 here in Villa Park, and Roger Fitchin, who lives on Lincoln Fitchin Ranch Road, is named after his family. Long-term resident. He's a board member as well of the California Fire Museum. So come check it out.
Thank you. Hold on. Lab, Orange County Library Advisory Board.
No meeting?
Okay, Friends of Library.
The wonderful retirement party for Christina. However, they have not named a replacement librarian yet. So I'm just reporting that, and then we're going to have our next meeting on Thursday.
Okay.
We go right into mosquito and vector?
Yes, please.
There we go. So we had great meetings at the Budget and Finance Committee that we developed the budgets for phase one of the new building project. They're actually going to improve 6 of their buildings, and it's a beautiful new project coming in for the services that they provide. It's obviously an important health and safety issue for the thing. Mosquitoes are in their breeding season right now. I have the Villa Park monthly report, and we had 12 swimming pools inspected, and we had 6 different service requests for mosquitoes, 2 for rats. And I just encourage people again to make sure that their water is monitored on their own properties. We only have one official inspection treatment site that they visit as part of their routine, so they depend on these requests to really get to the heart of problems relative to the mosquitoes. It's, you know, the breeding seasons are in full swing for all of the various species of mosquitoes, so please pay attention to that. Other than that, I think we're pretty good.
Thank you. Orange County Older Adults Advisory Commission.
Thank you. So we met on March 13th. A lot of the new commissioners got a review of the Brown Act, which is boring. And then we had our new chair. One of her goals is every time we get a new commissioner, it's really important to give them sort of a welcome packet. So last year we kind of spent developing on it, so we approved a welcome packet, which is states the mission. It gives a roster of everybody, kind of gives them an idea of what their role and goal is. And so that was successfully done and approved. We've added a couple new committees like housing, because we're really focusing on housing issues. And then city council presentation. So one of the things that I did as prior chair, now that I'm past chair this year, is aside from us putting out our info blast, and not everyone is an elected that's there. They could be members of senior centers, or like Irvine has an actual like aging council on aging, and it's a city resident representative, and so not everyone's used to going to council meetings. So we kind of are implementing kind of some training so that the representatives can go around to each of the councils and present information or what's coming up or any of the speakers that are coming. And then I think I had mentioned that of our almost 40 members, 8 of us are participating in the strategic initiatives for the Master Plan on Aging that is being conducted by the county CEO office. And so we had planned for a soft launch on March 17th for the 2 resource guides that I was a part of. One is the older adults caregiver resource guide, and then the older adult resource guide, and that's kind of been pushed back. So I think we're hoping it's going to be launched any day now. We're just finishing up some final little things, but that will get forwarded and put out into the feeder when it's completely ready. And this is great because you can go there and get all sorts of different resources from programs, services. We added a whole section for emergency preparedness, et cetera. So that is it for that.
Thank you. The next committee is OC Sanitation. I attended the, just want to inform everyone that OC Sanitation had purchased a new property in Fountain Valley to expand the warehouse operation. That is 3.25 acre lot. The plan is to divide this property into two primary sections, 33,000 square foot of office space and 30,000 square foot of warehouse space. That is more OC San, but something that is closer to us is the Taft renovation. Currently, it is in its progress, moving right along to Home Depot, so that around that area, the road is a lot more narrow, and sometimes you're not able to get into Home Depot from Taft, so just be patient. But they are moving right along with the progress. The construction will continue along the east side of Taft over the next few weeks, starting the bypass installation and then the pipe rehabilitations. So if you had any other question regarding that, feel free to go on the ocsan.gov/Taft. So now we will hear individual council information items or announcements, starting Councilmember Miles.
Thank you. So had a great time February 28th at Villa Park Little League opening day. It was really great to see all the floats and the kids and the excitement. So I really enjoy that, especially seeing as the numbers have grown so significantly, which is really good. It's a great community program. The day before that, on February 27th, Senator Choi's office recognized the Coffee Grove as one of the small businesses, distinguished small businesses in the city of Villa Park. So that was really nice and lovely to go there and see that. Jumping around, I know there was the Heroes Supporting Heroes, the OCFA open house. I was not able to go to that, unfortunately, and then some of the other events. But because we're trying to wrap this up, I'm going to kind of jump to some of the significant, more significant things. One is the Sacramento trip that I went on March 8th through 10th, which was approved by council. Had some great meetings. Was able to meet with State Controller Malia Cohen, which was so eye-opening. She's a rock star. She's amazing. She basically said that yes, we're in a crisis, budget crisis, but overall, state of California is looking good, as she put it. I asked her about the homelessness audit or fraud, if there was any, and her statements were that, yes, there was $24 billion in homelessness spending that was not tracked nor evaluated. The state could not determine which programs worked and which ones didn't, and that local jurisdictions failed to be able to track the outcomes. So some of these areas that were really heavily involved in trying to combat the homelessness and get the funding, they weren't able to report on what worked and what didn't. And then several programs are receiving $9.4 billion, lacked the data needed to evaluate its cost effectiveness. And then I asked her about the high-speed rail, and she said that there is an audit coming on that shortly, soonly, whatever that meant. And that the California, her recent audit finding major failures in, the main thing was the tracking, the oversight, and accountability, and that it did document waste, mismanagement, and the overall theme was the inability to verify how the billions were used. So she's amazing, and I was really impressed with her ability to understand the difference between misuse and fraud. Friday, just on the 20th, was invited and participated at the City of Orange's State of the City. It was lovely. It was fantastic. I've always hoped that we could put one together here at the City of Villa Park. We tried, former Mayor Pitts and myself, but that fell. We were planning it in 2020 when he was mayor and I was mayor pro tem to happen in 2021, but as we all know, COVID, so it never took off. We had all the letters written and stuff, so I'm hoping that this council going forward, the ideas, I know some of the other council members were there, the ideas that they had, and they recognized nonprofits, they recognized businesses, They kind of talked about what's coming in the future. It was fantastic, and I think it would be really great if we could do that. So it was fun, and they had great refreshments afterwards. And then I also participate in a commission called the Orange County Status of Women and Girls, and this is something that was established way back in the 1970s by the Board of Supervisors then. It disbanded, or some reason it disbanded in the early 1990s, and Chairman Chafee in 2024 reinvigorated it. And so it was during Supervisor Wagner's term as chairman. And so each supervisorial district got one appointee, which I represent an at-large position. But one of the things is we just put out the very first report on the status of women and girls, and all the commissioners, 7 of us, so there's 2 at-large, I'm one of the at-large, and 5 supervisorial appointments. And so I'm chair of that. And so we just put out, and there was a press release that got put in the feeder, and I think we can do it again since now I've got the actual reports. And so as a commission, we're all going to every one of the cities and presenting the reports to the councils. So that is a copy for each one of you. And the main takeaway from this is that when you look at the women and girls in Orange County versus the comparable of the state, our women and girls are doing better comparably than women and girls in the state of California. We have some definite areas of improvement that can happen. We have some challenges ahead of us, but overall, some of the data highlights are Orange County women make $3,492 more on average than women in California. And that 44% of women have at least a bachelor's degree compared to only 39% of women in the state. And then leader representation, OC women represent over 50% of sales and office and service occupations. That report has all sorts of data to compare, but the main thing is that this report is the first of a very much needed kind of blueprint to be able for the Orange County Board of Supervisors to know kind of what direction to go and what path to follow, and helps to enable that the state and decision makers and community members the insight to identify the gaps and know what we need to improve on or areas that are lacking in something. And for this year's report, we're going to be focusing on child care costs, child care accessibility, and then also dependent care. So those are going to be the upcoming things. And other than that, I think that's a lot. So I'll just stop there.
Thank you, Councilman McBride.
So I also had a ton of fun at the California Fire Museum event. One of the best things about it, it was also attended by Young Kim, our District 40 congressional representative. Dan Slater was there, mayor of Orange, the John Dimitru, council member in Orange, and Garrett Smith, the Orange treasurer. And we got to talk to all of them in a very intimate setting. So I thought that was a huge advantage that we were able to network almost at a political event when it was the Fire Museum. So great job, and that was, I thought, very, very valuable. I also attended the Orange City State of Events, the speech by Dan Slater. Again, great, but following that, we went immediately into the Fire Museum and then got to talk to these people with quality time. So that was very big. Enjoyed the Lunar New Year. The K-pop dancers were the hit of the thing. And then the Little League opening is always just incredibly amazing to me. They have 970 kids, I think, now this year. And so, wow. I was at the Serrano District Water District rate increase presentation. And it's going to be interesting. And they're proposing a 9% increase of water rates over the next 5 years. So I'll be learning more about that. I'm going to participate in their focus group to better understand and communicate the goals and how they justify their increases. I'm registered for the 4th Annual Housing Summit in conjunction with Olson Construction and the Rose Institute of Claremont McKenna College. It's coming up in June, and the idea is that we'll get a really good insight into the community efforts, other cities, and what the political directions of the 2029 seventh cycle of the housing element are going to go to. So I'll be attending SCAG also and in May, and hopefully be integrated into some of the decision makers for that 7th cycle. Yeah, pretty busy month and a lot of fun. We had a great time.
Thank you. Councilwoman Jones.
Okay, so first, a quick update on our USA 250 committee. Our flag prototypes 2.0 are up around town. So we had some issues with the first batch. Flags were falling down the poles, flags were flying off the sticks, flags were all over the place. So we've kind of shored up those problems. So we put out the second batch. So please let me know if you see any issues. And please, if you see anyone vandalizing them, please call the sheriff's department. Don't call me. Call the sheriff's department. So for my event attendance this month, I was also very happy to attend the event at the Coffee Grove, where our wonderful Villa Park establishment was given State Senator Stephen Choi's Small Business of the Month Award. So it was a really well-deserved honor. I was happy to do that. Also attended the Villa Park Little League opening day and was really struck by how much it has grown. And so I talked to President John Whitten, and he said that the program has almost doubled in the last few years. And so they were actually having trouble coming up with enough practice fields, but that's a great problem to have. And I think we can all agree that these are just great experiences for our kids that, build character and, make friendships, on and off the field for years to come. So very happy to do that. Thank you to the Villa Park Community Services Foundation and Mayor Wu for the great Lunar New Year event. And yeah, the kids all got red envelopes and the little handmade Year of the Horse charms, and I think the only ones who didn't get it were the adults who were actually trying to get their own little charms at the very end. I think we didn't get all the kids. Also happy to attend the Heroes Supporting Heroes event, and as everyone said, thank you to our sheriff and fire department personnel for waiting tables and assisting athletes from Special Olympics to raise money for the cause. And I really do hope that this becomes a new tradition for the city of Villa Park. It was really a special event. I also attended the League of California Cities roundtable, where it was interesting to hear from local leaders up and down the state of California about the challenges facing all of our cities. We already talked about the OCFA open house. I also attended the third rate study workshop at Serrano Water District, and I really would encourage all residents to get involved now in the discussion. As Councilman McBride mentioned, they are looking at 9% increases every year for 5 years, and so it's really important that we all educate ourselves on the reason for these increases. And the next rate study workshop will be held on Thursday, May 14th at 5 p.m. I also attended the City of Orange State of the City event, and there are some big changes coming to the City of Orange, particularly on the Orange side of the OC Vibe development. They have a new project that they're proposing called the Orange Yards with a 30-acre entertainment district. And I would also like to take a moment to congratulate Orange Unified Public Schools Foundation President Frank Tucker for winning their Citizen of the Year award. Frank works works really hard to fundraise and to bring great programs to our OUSD schools, including Villa Park Elementary, Serrano Elementary, Saravilla Middle School, and Villa Park High School. And so we are thrilled that he was recognized with this honor. And finally, it was also nice to be at the California Fire Museum grand opening, and we're so very happy that they are finding a home in Orange. So that's my whole report. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mayor Pro Tem.
The only thing I can add to the Little League was it was great to have all of us there. I think it showed the kids and the parents that we really think a lot of them, and they did. It was so well organized and such a well-oiled machine. I was so impressed. And Mayor Wu did an excellent speech, getting those kids fired up and talking about how this is the pastime of America, and it was very moving. It was well done. Way to go. The Orange State of the city, I agree with all the other council people who were there that it was really well done, and it would be nice to do something similar to that in the future. And thank you for those of you who came to the California Fire Museum opening. That was very nice of you to come and support that, and I think it's going to be a great asset to have it nearby here in the city of Orange. The only other thing I have is on March 9th, we tried to have a group home task force meeting, but we couldn't get a quorum. Is that right, Steve? And we really, my hope is that that task force is going to come to the council with some recommendations now that Mission Viejo, Costa Mesa, and a few other cities have passed ordinances that have prevailed in the courts, such as not having group homes within, is it 750 feet or 900 feet or whatever the number is. So I'm really hoping that task force would come to this council and give us some recommendations. But they're having difficulty getting quorum. They're going to try again in April. So all I ask is my fellow council, if you could, the people that you asked to serve in that task force, if you could reach out to them and ask them to show up, that would be great. There's a couple people that have actually never come in a year. Maybe they don't even want to be on the task force or do something about that. But and I don't know, do we need to make that an agenda item for the future?
If you want to make any changes or give any direction, you would need to, yeah.
So I'd ask the mayor and the city manager to consider that if we need to make a change. But in the meantime, there will try to have a meeting in April 20th?
Yes.
April 20th. So if the council could call your people and ask them to show, that would be great. Thanks.
Okay, sorry, I was just writing notes. Okay, I would like to officially announce that in celebration of 250 years USA's anniversary, City of Villa Park will begin to do our own Villa Park Time Capsule. And the Time Capsule will open 50 years from now. I will imagine by then I will not be alive. A lot of us.
You have the best chance of all of us.
I will continue to drink my oolong tea then. So I think it will be fun thing to do, and we currently have an intern. Her name is Jenna. She is doing a lot of research, and she has showed me and Steve a lot of interesting way to preserve this Villa Park Time Capsule. If residents or the fellow council member, if you have any ideas, right now we are not collecting any items yet, so please do not just show up and dump a whole bunch beautiful artifact that you have been saving in your garage to Steve. So please hold on tight. We are trying to figure out what would make sense. After all, the box cannot be large. We will, in honor of Mike Knoll, we will bury it in that park We are still surveying to see what location will work the best that will last 50 years from now. Hopefully, our children will be there to open it in our honor. We will watch them from heaven, or maybe myself from hell. Maybe, I don't know. I'm trying my best to be good so I can be not hell. Anyhow, so that time capsule thing will be awesome. So if you have any ideas, please share with me, the council member, or Steve. And that is still in develop. The goal is by the end of this year, we will have an official ceremony and put it in where we have selected. And also, speaking of a 250 years anniversary, so far, 3 city council meetings, we have different various nonprofit organizations come to share with us the good they do. So any residents, Villa Park residents, any kind of nonprofit you are passionate about and you are heavily involved in, please contact me or contact the city staff so we can review it and invite you to come and share with us your passion about nonprofit. At the end of the day, I personally feel all the Villa Park residents, besides enjoying living in this wonderful city, we also enjoy giving back to the community within the city or the neighboring city. I really thank you. The Young Marine organization participated today. So any other nonprofit organization out there, please contact me or the staff. We can make that happen. I don't want to make this any longer, but all the events that my fellow council member have mentioned, I participate good amount of them. A few events I participated myself. One, I have an opportunity being invited by the CV Principal Jones to be principal for a day. He has shown me, which I love, what he had done to CV. One of the new things he brought when he got there, Win Wednesday. And just happened I was there on Wednesday and love to hear the students understand what it means as Win Wednesday. And even when I participate, or I walk into several classrooms, that's the first thing teacher mentioned, Win Wednesday. And what Mr. Jones has created for Wednesday is using Wednesday, since it's a short day, to have this teacher to review or help kids that kind of don't understand certain subject and try to re-emphasize just a bit more. So the kids actually really respond super well, and I love to see that. The other event I participated was Congresswoman Young Kim's mayor breakfast. I was there with several other mayors. Each one of us has shared what good we are doing in our own city and also what we need her to advocate for us in DC. So I have shared what we need mostly is the infrastructure, financial support, and also our long-term goal to do Villa Park Road. I have got contact and I provided with Steve, so I'm pretty sure Steven will work with Congresswoman Young Kim's staff, try to see what we can do. The other item was I was invited by our local troop, Boy Scout Troop 850. I have an opportunity to attend their meeting and share with them my experience to be on the council, to be a mayor, and how did I get here. So I believe they really enjoy my presentation and my speech. Hopefully I can inspire one day one of them will join the civic leader positions, hopefully. Outside of that, like I said, I already attended just about everything that everybody else have attended, so I really appreciate it. So that's just moving forward to, we will adjourn the meeting until the next regular meeting, April 28th at 6:30. Thank you for everybody participating this evening, and most importantly, thank you for all the residents and council member participate. What's that even called? Hero Support Heroes to raise $5,500, and I believe our captain wanted to be somebody. I think he made it, right? So thank you for your generosity. Open your wallet, and we will see you next month.